Hello everyone. Alright, got a question last night, and it's kind of cool the way I got the question, because normally somebody will just send me the private message through YouTube, or just ask a question in one of the comment areas on the videos. But so anyhow, this one dude, trying to remember his name, sorry if I get it wrong, I think it was iPod Dude 1, actually made a video and then sent me a notice saying, hey, I got a question for you, I put it in this video. So it was kind of cool, because it was addressed to BlinkyCab and me, Z07 Freak. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, take that, M13. Somebody's asking BlinkyCab and me a question, and not you. So anyhow, but unfortunately, I believe BlinkyCab has retired from motovlogging. I've heard on the grapevine he has sold his Ninja 250. For those of you that don't know him, he's a motovlogger down in Australia. But yeah, I think he's done. He hasn't posted anything in a long time, and reading some comments, what some people were saying, that I think he's done, retired, sold his bike. So I don't think he's going to be able to answer this question. Well, he may be doing another channel from what I've heard, but I don't know if he's doing motorcycle stuff anymore. So since iPod Dude 1 has asked BlinkyCab and me a question, and I don't think BlinkyCab's gonna be able to answer it since he doesn't do this anymore, I will try to answer the question while impersonating BlinkyCab. Alright, okay, so here we go. Oh, good day mates, it's BlinkyCab here in a very weird part of Australia. It resembles nothing like the American Rockies, it's just an illusion. Yeah, those of you who know me, I drive a Ninja 250, but for some reason the camera has got some smudge on it, and it looks like I'm driving an all 6. So it's an illusion. This is Australia. This is my Ninja 250. It's actually green. It may look red, but it's actually green. Yeah, and I just had some barbecued kangaroo, and I'm off to go surfing on the Gulf Coast. In the meantime, on my way there, I'm going to answer a YouTuber's question. Okay, so we got a Yank from the States wants to know. Let's see, his name is what was his name? Oh yeah, iPod Dude 1. All right, dude wants to know. Wants to get into motorcycles. Didn't quite hear the audio in the beginning of his video, so I don't know how old he is. Looks like he's maybe in high school, maybe 16 and 17, around there. But he's looking for his first motorcycle, and he wants either a Ninja 250, like I have. Believe me, this is a Ninja 250. Okay, should he start off with that, or a 600 sport bike? Now, first off, you know how I'm going to answer that question. But he's throwing in a twist. He knows a Ninja 250 is a great bike to start off with, to learn and get your rookie beginner mistakes out on, and the bike won't come back and bite you and crash and hurt you in the long run. So he knows that's the difference between a rookie on a 600 versus a 250. So alright, so he knows that. But the monkey wrench he's throwing in this is, he says he's going to have to keep it for at least 2 to 3 years. So he doesn't want to buy a Ninja 250, get a year or two under his belt, and move up to 600. He wants to, whatever he gets, he's going to have to keep for a few years. So, so that's kind of putting a snag on a Ninja 250. And the second snag is he wants to have a passenger. He said about 50% of the time he's going to have a Sheila on his backside. All right, dude. Well, I would say first off, you really just, I would not recommend any Sheila riding your hiney for at least your first year. You really need to get that first year learning under your belt. I would say if you're going to realistically keep the bike for 2 years, I mean, if you buy a Ninja 250, and you don't muck it up and have a shark eat it, chances are you're going to sell it for what you paid for it. You might put a few $100 into it, spruce it up a bit, and you might ding it up a bit, but if you buy a used one, whether you keep it for a year, 2, or maybe 3, I really believe you're going to get most of your money back in reselling it when you decide to upgrade to another bike. Yeah, so, oh shit, rolling backwards, woo! But I guess when you roll backwards in Australia, it's actually rolling forward, so, alright. Yeah! That was a sweet sounding Ninja 250, isn't it? Yes, okay, alright mates. So back to dude's question. Yeah, so I would really suggest holding off on the Sheilas for at least your first year. And just, you know, if it's a straight answer between a 250 and a 600, I'm still going to have to lean with the 250. Because it's just a better bike for you as a non-experienced beginner. The mistakes you make, and you're going to make them, are going to be less costly. And I don't mean financial-wise, I mean, you know, injury-wise and mucking up your bike. It's just going to be better off on the 250. So I'll go ahead and throw in there, maybe you ought to, you know, if you want to keep it for a few years, but you're afraid of outgrowing the 250, and you want your Sheila on the back, and you don't think it's going to be powerful enough for you, I might suggest go ahead and start looking at some other bikes. Maybe the Ninja 650. Or I don't know if you blokes in the States have a Ninja 400, but it looks like a 650, but it's a 400. I know they have them up in Canada. Maybe you can smuggle one across the border. Yeah. So maybe in Yamaha has, I can't remember the model name offhand, but they have a 600. It's basically the toned down version of the R6 engine. It's a little bit more upright. It's kind of their version of the Ninja 650. I would suggest maybe really ought to look at one of those. They'll give you sportiness. They'll give you plenty of freeway power, and something you can keep for a few years and be happy with, and you won't feel like you're outgrowing it like the 250. But so yeah, I'd say keep your options open. Maybe consider some other type of sport bikes with a little bigger engine, but on the 600 super sport racer bikes. So that's about all I can think about that. Okay, let's see. I was gonna make one more stop before I went shopping or surfing. Oh yeah, I gotta go by the hardware store and buy some duct tape, cause that way when I fuck a koala bear with the butt, it won't explode on me. Okay, later, Yanks. What is that? What is it? Get that.